Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Keelan and I live in Seoul, South Korea. So this is part 2 of my Taiwan travel vlog videos. This time I'm going to be showing you the 3 days I spent in Taipei. So let's just get right into it. So as you saw from the last vlog, we ended up taking the express train from Kajong to Taipei. The express train took about 2.5 hours and I definitely would recommend doing that if you are traveling between the two cities. It's very quick and very easy to do so. So yeah, once we arrived in Taipei, we ended up taking an Uber straight to our hotel. We ended up staying at Hotel Papa Whale. Hotel Papa Whale was a great place to stay and I definitely would go back there. It's quite new, I believe, only the last year or two got built. It's very modern, very clean, it has great facilities, and it actually is pretty Instagram worthy, I would say. Like they have all these like themes, like decor and setups throughout the hotel, which you can take great photos, and just really lovely, and the staff was super kind. So yeah, we ended up just going straight there for a bit and just relaxing before we ended up going out and having dinner. So later that night, we ended up going to the Shaman area. That area was really cool. It kind of reminded me of Hongdae actually. It's very lively, full of young people, a lot of shops, a lot of restaurants. And yeah, so we took a look around there, had a bite to eat for dinner. There was a lot of claw machine places, so that was really cool. Like, I'm obsessed with those, so we went and played those for quite a while. I think we spent like not a lot of money, but we spent quite a bit, but we did end up winning some prizes, so that was great. We ended up just going straight back to our hotel and just going to bed because we were quite tired. But that pretty much concludes day 1 of the Taipei trip. The next morning we ended up getting the hot pot breakfast. I think I may have mentioned it earlier. If not, our hotel provided a hot pot breakfast. So we did that. Before we went out, just to explore the area some more, we ended up going to the Red House. It's, I think, an iconic building in the area, so it was really cool to see that. And actually inside they had a lot of arts and crafts, like from local sellers and stuff, so we took a look around there and I ended up buying some souvenirs from one of the stores there, which was great. After we had finished at the Red House, we ended up walking towards the subway, and on the way there I actually spotted this store I really had wanted to visit, but when I originally googled it, it said it was like miles away. So I was kind of surprised to see it there. We ended up going. It was Mr. Brownie. I have a huge sweet tooth, so I really wanted to buy some desserts while I was in Taipei, and this is one of the places I wanted to visit. So we went inside and bought a box of brownies, and they were so good. They were like really fudgy, really delicious. They had so many flavors, and yeah, I definitely would recommend them if you are looking for something sweet to eat. The next thing we ended up doing was going to see the Taipei 101 Tower. Sadly, the weather that day wasn't that great, so when we did go up, it was kind of gloomy outside, but the views were still really beautiful. I enjoyed seeing all the different angles of the city. that, we ended up getting a snack. They had these like waffle cakes up there, so we grabbed some of those and ate those. And after that, we went back down to the shopping mall underneath to have some lunch. We got some Chinese food, so that was really good. And then we decided to go and explore some of the surrounding areas. After we were done with the exploring, we ended up feeling a bit tired, so we ended up going back to our hotel and going to the coffee shop there. As I mentioned, the hotel had a lot of facilities, so we grabbed some coffee and then we went back to our room to relax for a bit before we went down to the hotel bar and had some drinks before calling it a night. Day 3 in Taipei was definitely our most busiest day. We ended up taking a day trip outside of the city to go see Shifen and Jifen. If you don't know what those are, they are pretty much the cities, or I guess areas, that inspired the animation movie Spirited Away. So our first stop was at Shifen. That area is famous for the paper lanterns. I'm sure you've all seen it. People go design their own lantern and then you release it on the railroad track. So we ended up doing that first. We quickly wrote some messages, designed it, and then let off our lantern. We got a little hungry, so we had some peanut butter ice cream for a snack, and then we just walked around the railroad track, just exploring the stores and taking photos of the sights and stuff. The second stop of the day was the Dolphin Waterfall. So once we arrived there, we ended up doing a small hike just to get to it, and then we ended up taking some photos and taking in the mountain scenery. After that, we ended up getting a little hungry again, so we bought some fried squid as a snack and just relaxed. The final stop of the day ended up being Jifen. As I mentioned earlier, this was the city that inspired the Spirited Away movies. So once we arrived, we went straight into the main street, and oh my god, it was crazy. Like, it was so packed. But we wanted to look around, explore some of the souvenir shops, get some food, just have some fun. Anyway, we ended up getting some shaved ice, bubble tea. And by that point, it was getting quite dark and all the lanterns were turning on, and oh my god, that was amazing. It looks so beautiful at night, just seeing the whole street lit up with all these red paper lanterns. After that, we ended up walking further off the main street, and at this point we could see the tea houses. Like, these tea houses look stunning at night. They were hanging off the cliff and they had all the lanterns on the outside. Very beautiful to see. But at that point we didn't have any time, so we had to leave, sadly, so we didn't get to go inside any of them. But yeah, we ended up heading back to Taipei. Later that night, we ended up going to this hot pot restaurant for dinner. It was so good. Like, the options were endless. It was really fresh, so much seafood, so much vegetables, and the best part was unlimited Haagen-Dazs ice cream. So yeah, we ended up going there, but we didn't go there until like 2 a.m. I believe. No, we were there at 1 a.m. and then left about 2:30 a.m. But yeah, very busy. You have to book ahead to get in. So this was the last day of our trip here in Taipei. We ended up going to Taipei main station in the morning to get breakfast or slash lunch and do some last minute souvenir shopping. We ended up eating some Thai curry for lunch. That was really great. Then we just walked around Taipei main station for a bit just to kill some time because our flight wasn't until later that evening. After lunch, we decided to go check out this cafe I had found on Google, and you know, we had a few hours left to kill, so we thought, why not? So we ended up going to Tame Fox Cafe. It was amazing. We got a banana bread and 2 drinks, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. I definitely would recommend you go there. We ended up going back to the hotel and heading to the train station. We ended up taking a subway to the airport, and honestly I didn't really feel much after this. We just got to the airport, grabbed some dinner, and then waited for our flight, and then yeah, that's pretty much all that happened that day. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it, but that pretty much concludes my Taiwan travel vlog. From here on out, I'm going to be vlogging about my life here in South Korea. You know, pretty much just my daily life, restaurants I go to, cafes, places I visit with my dog, fashion and skincare. So I hope you enjoyed that and will continue to watch. Otherwise, I guess I'll see you next time. Or not. Bye! Thank you!